All right, Island Hoppers, we are back with another one from Glacier National Park. Towards the end of the video, we did have a bear encounter. Kind of interesting. Got our adrenaline going for a bit there. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we got a rental car here in Whitefish on Turo app, and now we are headed out towards Glacier. Let's see if we can get inside there in the park, see what the status is out there. In this Glacier National Park travel guide, we're really only going to explore West Glacier. We're going to show you some of the accommodation just outside the park. At this time of year, the Going to the Sun Road was closed, although we attempt to get up there. You guys will see what we're going to do here in this travel guide. And yes, we will be doing some whitewater rafting. So here we are in Hungry Horse. We just drove here from Whitefish, gone over 2 rivers, and we are now approaching West Glacier, where we're going to try and check out the KOA, or the West Glacier Lodge, I believe it's called. Now, they are doing reservations to get into Glacier National Park, but if you show up before 6, and I believe after 5, you don't need that ticket. Now, don't quote me on those exact details, but that's what we're hearing as we're approaching West Glacier. So hopefully we can get into Glacier National Park at some point. Yeah, here we are at Lake 5 Resort here, and we're just gonna take a look at this place, see what it looks like. So add this to your list if you guys like what you see. This cabin here is $272 a night. Obviously that goes up and down depending on availability, but you can see you get a refrigerator and a kitchen, and then they have 2 beds right here. Real wood cabin. And if you go outside, you'll see the lake is right there. This one here is $240 a night, and you can see they've got a stove, refrigerator, and a sink. And then out here is actually the bathroom. There's a toilet tub with the view. Right here you have the 3-bedroom. So you have a dining area, the kitchen, and then you have 3 bedrooms right here. So 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. And 1 bath here. And so something like this goes for $303. And for those of you with RVs, they've got set up here $85 a night, 85 cents also, 85.85. And they've got water, septic, and electric on these sites right next to the lake. And here is a look up above the lake right here. This is a good time to remind you guys, if you're new to this channel, to hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell if you want to get notified every time we make a new travel guide. Yeah, so Lake 5 Resort, very beautiful place here on planet Earth, and it's a place you can come to truly relax and get away from the hustle and bustle of everything that's stressing you out, and you get that right here at Lake 5 Resort as I continue to figure out how to exit. So come on out here, check this place out. Dan and Lindsay, they're the owners, and very helpful, very friendly. Just make sure you bring your own food if you're gonna eat out here, because you're gonna be the one preparing your food, unless you go to a restaurant outside here in West Glacier. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over towards KOA and see what the cabins and campsites look like out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out here and talk to KOA and see what it takes to stay here. So KOA is definitely the Disneyland of campgrounds. Very busy place. They do have a pool, they have a restaurant, they have a convenience store. A little bit harder to get in there to film, but KOA, I mean, you guys know Campgrounds of America. It's a famous place. They do have RV camping, obviously. They also have cabins that are studios with bunk beds and a queen bed. Those are in the $200 range. And then they have a lodge, which is a little bit bigger, and it also comes with its own furnishings. That's in the $300 range. Those studio ones that I was just telling you about, you have to bring your own linens. So here we are at the Great Northern Resort. This is another lodge, cabins, right next to the Glacier National Park. If you actually turn right around over here, you can see they have White Water Rafting, and right over here is the mountains towards Glacier. And you can see behind me here, they have these 2-story lofts. So each one of these cabins, right now it's going available for about $167 a night. And it's a 2-story loft and bunk, different sizes. So here we are at West Glacier Village. They have a cafe here, they have food trucks, a camp store. I'm just gonna kind of show you guys around West Glacier Village. As you can see right here, they've got some putt-putt for those of you who want to bring your family, kids. They got something else they can do, but I did get this here ticketed entry from the hotel going to the Sun Road. That's the one that has a ticketed entry. There are other parts to the park that you can get into, such as the east side of the West Glacier, so West Glacier East, and also north of here. There's about an hour north of here, there's a couple lakes that you can get in. It's just the road to the sun that is requiring the ticket and entry right now. And they were saying that if you get on there 2 days in advance at about 8 a.m., just keep trying and you might actually get the ticket. Yeah, so if you wanted to get your picture taken with this big bear, check this out. I think you can even sit right here. So they do have whitewater rafting. What we're going to do in here is see if they've got anything available. We'll roll the dice, see what they got. So it is $65 per person, and they do have whitewater rafting and scenic rafting. I assume the scenic rafting is not quite as lethal. We'll see. So we're at Glacier Raft Company. We're gonna go do some whitewater rafting. We're wearing all the gear, got a handy dandy helmet, and we're just waiting to go down there. Let's do it. All right, we're down here. It's gonna take 2 hours. This is a great beginner's guide to whitewater rafting. It's not too intense. I mean, I think the highest it's going to get is a 2 or a 3 out of 5. So if you're looking to get exposure to whitewater rafting, you can get that here just outside of Glacier National Park in West Glacier. What you're seeing right now is probably as intense as it's going to get. Although, as the water level does recede and go down, you will start to notice that some of the rapids do become more intense in some areas, or rocks become more exposed, which can become a little bit more thrilling. So you could see kind of a chill ride, exciting all at the same time. And after about an hour and 15 minutes going down the river, you're done. All right, guys, we've made it into Glacier National Park. You have to have that pass to get in, unless it's after 5 o'clock. I went on to recreation.gov and got it. Now we are officially inside the park, so we'll see. Right now we're headed to Lake McDonald. All right, guys, here we are in front of Lake McDonald. If you look right behind me, the road to the sun goes winding right through those glacier mountains right there. Let me tell you guys, this is some really cold water. Like, it is bone chilling cold. But I can tell you, it'll wake you right up. You don't need a coffee or a Red Bull or nothing like that. Just get right in the water and you're wide awake. Here we are at the Sprague Creek, camping and picnic. So we'll go over here and just check out the campground here. It's bear country, $5. Here we are at the Lake McDonald Lodge. We're gonna go over there and check it out. It's right here on the lake, just before
the road to the sun.
You can see the taxidermy on the wall here. You've got rams, elk, moose, birds. This place was built in 1913. That's how old it is. Here they sell spiked huckleberries. I just got one. They got beer there too if you want that. You can see the pricing right here. Departure times, adult $22, boat rentals. Pretty good. This here is a venison hot dog. Brat, actually, venison brat.
Here we are at McDonalds Falls. You can see right behind me with the glacier in the background, just a beautiful waterway right here. Here we are at the Sacred Dancing Cascade. Let's go take a look. Yeah, look out here. Beautiful. You can see the mountains in the background, the cascade. Man, look at this water just rushing through this rapid right here. This is another stop just along the way. It's a river up above Lake McDonald.
All right, guys, so we actually showed up here to the road to the sun, and it appears to be closed. So what we're doing now is going to the Avalanche Creek campground, parking our car, and we're gonna hike, hopefully, all the way up to Avalanche Lake. I've heard some good things about this place, so let's see what it looks like. So here we have the Trail of the Cedars and Avalanche Lake. This way, restrooms, 0.2 miles, just in case. You guys look right behind me, you can see a waterfall. There's actually two up there, just cascading off the face of Mount Cannon here. See if you guys can zoom in and take a good look at that. So this right here is a 2-mile hike from this point all the way up to the lake. It climbs up 500 feet. Let's do it.
Now we're going to Avalanche Lake. I wonder why they call it Avalanche. Well, if you look up into here, you can see a bunch of knocked over pine trees. Probably because of an avalanche. Not for sure, but it looks like an avalanche came roaring down that mountain there. So as you can see, this big boy here fell over. Look at the root system. Wow, look how big it was. It was all the way over here. You know what Glacier National Park reminds me of? Switzerland of America. I mean, when you look way out there and you see those waterfalls just cascading down and the canyon ravines looks just like the Alps. These are the Alps of America. Hey, I just want to say thanks to the guy who built this culvert here to let the stream go underneath, because I can walk across this without getting wet. Let's do it. All right, so we've made it up to Avalanche Lake. One thing I will say is there are mosquitoes up here, so you guys are gonna want to wear some mosquito repellent. This would be a place to do it. I'm not wearing any, and they're jumping all over me. But if you look behind me, Little Matterhorn, Bear Hat Mountain, Cannon Mountain. This place has got some serious peaks, but look at that Little Matterhorn right there.
And when we were up here at Avalanche Lake, we did have an encounter with a grizzly bear. There was a brown bear and a grizzly bear with cubs in the area while we were there. So Glacier National Park is known for bear encounters. Thankfully, people we were with had bear spray, and there was a park ranger who was off duty hiking. He encouraged everyone to yell at the same time, and it kind of scared the bear away. But people were concerned. Lots and lots and lots of deer. Probably at least 10 different deer on separate occasions up here the whole time I was hiking and walking around and driving through Glacier.
Well, we just went up to the Lake of the Avalanche and we saw a bear. As you guys saw, there was a bear. I don't know if that was a brown bear or a grizzly bear. It kind of looked like a small grizzly or a brown bear. Anyway, the road to the sun is closed because of an avalanche. So what we're gonna do now is head down to the Agpar Visitor Center and see if we can get some nice shots of Lake McDonald here as it's 8:23 in the evening. And as you know, the higher up you get, the closer you get to the Celsius, the longer the days are, more sunlight. That's why Alaska gets so much sunlight in the summertime. Montana, lots of sunlight. Big sky, baby.
So after another great day out in Montana, this time in Glacier, drinking a Flathead Premium Lager, and we're gonna cook some homemade food. We got steaks right here. These are straight out of Montana steaks right here. We'll just let them